How's it going, everyone? This is Kevin. Today I want to bring along with me to show you my custom S-Log2 profile setting for my Sony a7 III and my Sony a7R III camera. So let's jump right into it. So if you're watching this video, it's clearly that you're wanting to figure out a better method to shooting your S-Log2 footage so that you don't have a little bit of that noise that you can get from the a7 III cameras and the a7R III with the 8-bit color depth. So hopefully the settings will help you out to just get better results with your camera and help you to create even more cool videos. I found this information on Becky and Chris's channel, which I'll leave down below if you want to check them out. They provide a lot of cool videos, so hopefully this will help you out when it comes down to your S-Log2 custom profile for your camera. Now, a lot of the times when it comes down to the S-Log footage on an a7 III, on the a7R III kind of style cameras, there's a lot of banding when it comes down to the colors because of it being 8-bit internal. So this will help you out to kind of get a little bit less of that noise and a little bit of those kind of like greens that you can get sometimes in the area of the footage that you get with the S-Log. So we're gonna go ahead and show you the settings that I use for it, and hopefully it'll help you out to create better footage when it comes down to shooting an S-Log and getting the proper exposure. So you'll basically be in your video mode, and after you're kind of just where you need to set it up, wherever you have it. I have it in my custom button one already because for the 24 frames per second. I go to the PPP, the profile pictures basically, so you have all these right here. I went down to the PPP7 and then I went to the right here, and then so I set up my black level to 0. That's just what I kept it at. The gamma, well, that's S-Log2. The black gamma, kept it at middle. Knee, kept it in auto. Nothing else on that. The color mode, I did the S gamut. That's basically what they kind of recommended. Supposedly it's a lot better, so I kept it at that. And then what I also did was add the saturation to 24. The reason why is because the S-Log footage tends to give you a very flat profile, but with the S-Log2, since it's kind of mimicking what I guess the flat profile would be, because it's not like the raw footages that you can get in other stuff. It tends to have a harder time to bring back the color in S-Log2 from what I've seen. So they kind of recommended to give it around like a 24, which is what I kept it at. Nothing too crazy right there. And then the color phase at 0, that's just basically what you leave it at. And then color depth, you just keep it all neutral like that. Detail, now I put level -3, and that's just what I kept it at, just something simple. And that's basically it. So that's just the setting itself for it, so that you can have a smoother S-Log2 footage. It's a little bit fast, so if it was too fast, just go back and kind of set it up again. But those are the settings that you'll have, so you can save it onto your camera. And then that way, whenever you go ahead and shoot, you'll always have it at PPP7 for your S-Log2 footage that's custom based. So whenever you go ahead and edit it, it'll be a lot easier. So after you have that all set up, what I also went ahead with, I went to the settings over here. You'll be able to go and find this gamma assist, where it'll help you kind of get what it would look like in camera. So that way you're not kind of just figuring it out or trying to, I guess, not know if it's well, exposed. So that's just basically what it'll be like. So I also have a zebra setting that I forgot to mention that I want to kind of cover real quick. Just kind of have your zebra display on, and then the zebra level custom one, which means that the lower limit will be 106. That way you have the proper exposure to know what's out of like overexposed or under and everything like that. So that's what it was kept at. So lower limit 106, and that's basically it. So now for the gamma assist, you'll go to the setup part, and then right here, the gamma display assist, I put it in auto, and that'll make the colors look horrible in camera, but it'll actually just basically make it a little bit more I guess saturated, if you will. And with that being said, don't worry about it too much. It'll just basically just be saturated on here, but not on your footage. It's just because it's adding that basically gamma assist, so just to show you what it would look like if it was color corrected or whatever. But don't worry about it, it's not going to be that way whenever you edit it yourself. I'm going to give you some examples here shortly of what it looks like with the S-Log2 flat, with the LUT from Becky and Chris to have like the Rec 709, kind of bringing it back, and then adding my own personal LUT to it that I usually do for my videos. So we're out here, we're gonna show you basically, like I said, the S-Log2 custom profile flat. Then I'm gonna show you the Rec 709 LUT that I use from Becky and Chris's. And then I apply my own LUT on top of it so that it color corrects everything, and I do the minor adjustments with everything. So here we go. So that's basically the footage. My trick is to always expose it where the little kind of, I guess, exposure measurement says like plus 1.3 to 1.7 at most. That way I'm not really overexposing anything, and it makes sure that it keeps everything relatively properly exposed when it comes to my footage, so that I get the best results out there. Because the Rec 709 LUT kind of brings up a little bit the color and also the exposure. That's one of the reasons why I do it, so that it's a little bit under where they're recommended, because a lot of times they tell you to do 2 stops over. For me, I've noticed that the best results have been between 1.3 and 1.7 at most on the worst case scenario. So just keep that in mind when doing this exposure compensation, so that you know what to do to get the best results. But it is very humid out here, so we're gonna finish this video inside in the comfort of the AC, because Texas is very hot and humid and there are mosquitoes everywhere. I even have this little thing to try to get rid of them as much as possible, but even with that, there's still a lot of them. Right now it's not turned on because it says it works best at night because of the light that it has, but yeah, let's get back inside. Alright, now that we're back inside, I want to know, what do you think about the custom S-Log footage? Do you think it's even worth going through the hassle to setting up this custom S-Log2 to just get, I guess, better color science behind your footage? Or if you don't even think it's worth it to really go that extreme, I think it'll personally help you out with the custom S-Log2 footage, with the assist of the log that you can get with the camera setup, because it'll help you to basically see that you're properly exposed a lot easier than without having it whatsoever. A lot of people kind of struggle to basically properly expose their S-Log footage, so I think with this method it should help you out to have a better exposure compensation and better color depth, because obviously, like I said, this camera is only 8-bit internal, and that way you can kind of mess with the colors just a little bit better without having to push basically the boundaries too much where it'll start falling apart. So hopefully this will help you out to just create better footage with the S-Log, and it'll help you just have less noise and just properly expose your footage to create awesome videos, and I would love to see it. So make sure to comment down below and I'll go check out your footage as well. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.